Hello, thank you so much for coming a part of the third annual OneGoal Student Summit on March 7th at Clayton State University. We are thrilled that you are joining us as a career panelist. And today I'm going to share a little bit more about the work we do at OneGoal, as well as some more details about the event itself and your career panel. For those of you that I haven't met, my name is Courtney DeRitza Lockhart. I'm the Managing Director of Program with OneGoal, and I will be your main point of contact for all things leading up to the event, as well as on the day of the Student Summit. So I will just start quickly by sharing a little bit about why OneGoal exists and the work that we do every day. So OneGoal was founded back in 2007 in Chicago by a high school teacher who was seeing the degree divide play itself out with his high school students in a way that was just incredibly inequitable. We know that while talent is equally distributed, opportunity is not. And students from low income communities are 3 times less likely to earn a post secondary degree or credential in comparison to their more affluent peers. And we feel that this is an injustice that needs to be righted. So, our mission is to lead the movement to transform post secondary advising and support so that every student can have an equitable opportunity to achieve their greatest post secondary aspirations. We are across the country serving over 14,000 students. In Metro Atlanta, we have been here since 2016, and we serve students across 12 high schools, 3 public school districts, and we have about 850 students across the 3 years of our program. At the Student Summit, you will have the opportunity to meet students from across the metro area in our schools, as well as their teachers, which we are very, very excited about. Just a little bit about our impact. 81% of OneGoal high school graduates enroll in a post-secondary institution. 73% of those are still in school 1 year after high school graduation. And so for those of you that are more familiar with this work, we know that that first year after high school is the most critical in ensuring that you stay on track towards your post-secondary aspirations. And so our program is designed to intervene at the most critical time for students. We start with them as a credit-bearing class taught by a high school teacher that we train during their junior year. So kids are taking this class and really are focused on what do I want to do and how do I get there. Then they get to senior year and we're really focused on applying applications, FAFSA, scholarships, all of the pieces that you need to put in place in order to actually get to your post-secondary aspiration. That's what we're working on senior year. And then their first year after high school, we are working with them. We have on-staff coaches and supports to ensure that they have what they need to be successful in that first year after high school. A quick note here. OneGoal is focused on making sure that students get to a post-secondary degree or credential. You'll hear that word a lot. The reason we use that is it is not just about going to a 4-year college on a traditional path. Some students might be better suited to go to a 2-year degree, to a technical credential, and we really support them in understanding what all of their options are and making the decision that is best for them. So, that's the work that we do every day. I'd like to share a little bit more about the Student Summit with you. So the Student Summit is taking place, as I mentioned, on Thursday, March 7th from 10 a.m. to 2:45 p.m. It is at the beautiful Clayton State University campus. And a quick note that for all career panelists, you will be registering at the Baker University Center. I will include all of these details in the logistics memo that you will receive in just a few days as well. And so we are expecting between 600 and 700 students on this day, again, from across the metro area. And this is really an opportunity for them to just be inspired, feel empowered, and get a chance to hear more about career pathways that are available to them, post-secondary pathways that are available to them, attend workshops, career panels, an opportunity fair, and campus tours to really explore what their life after high school might be. A quick overview of the agenda. So students arrive at 10 a.m. for the opening session. That is all together in the gym. And then students will go into the morning session, which is the first chance that they will have to attend your career panel. Students are choosing from around 20 different options for career panels, workshops, campus tours, and opportunity fair in both the morning session and the afternoon session. Students will go to this morning session, then we will all have lunch, and I'll share more details about that in a second. And then in the afternoon, they will attend their second either panel, workshop, campus tour, or opportunity fair. And then we'll come together to close out the day in the Student Activities Center. So just to provide a few more details about what your registration will look like on the day. We are asking all panelists to register at the Baker University Center beginning at 9:30 a.m. If you are only coming for the afternoon session, we're asking that you arrive for registration around 12 p.m. Parking will be available in the presidential lot. There are limited spots there, as well as in Lot C, which is just right across the street. We will provide parking passes to you all that will be attached to the logistics memo, and we will have printed copies on hand for you the day of the event at the registration table as well. Lunch will be provided for all of our panelists on the first floor of the Baker University Center from 11:45 to 12:30. And then a couple last notes here. We are encouraging panelists to wear your company shirts. You put your logo on. If you have a hat, wear your hat. If you have a pin, wear your pin. We really want students to see all of the amazing people that are there to support them during this event. You are also welcome to bring any free swag for students. If you have pens or pencils or what have you, you can bring that on the day. And if you have any questions about any of that, please feel free to reach out to me. The last note here is when your panel ends at 1:55, you are welcome to leave for the day. You are also welcome to join us for the closing ceremony over in the Student Activity Center that begins at 2:05 p.m. So you may be wondering, what kinds of questions should I be preparing for on the day? So here is some more detail about what this will look like. So here are the times for the morning and afternoon session. I will note that there is a small shift. We are moving the afternoon panel up to start at 12:55 p.m. rather than 1:05 p.m. And that will be changed in all of the memos moving forward. All panels will have a facilitator who will be responsible with keeping the time for your panel, advancing slides, and just overall making sure that students are engaged, that you are able to share during the time that we have together in the room. This is a quick overview of the agenda for the space. So we'll ask everyone to share 1-minute introductions about yourself. So your name, your title, and where you went to your post-secondary degree. And then we'll shift into a day in the life. Something that we have found is that our students sometimes don't have a deep understanding about what the day-to-day work in different careers actually looks like. So we're asking each panelist to just take 2 or 3 minutes to share, what do you do every single day? If you're a lawyer, what does that really look like on your day-to-day work? If you work in the film industry, what does that look like for you? We really want students to get a taste of what might be possible for them in the different career pathways that they are hearing about today. After everyone has an opportunity to share a little bit about the day in their life, we will then move into just sharing a little bit about your post-secondary pathway. So you'll each have about 2 minutes to share, how did your post-secondary pathway get you to where you are today? We want you to share with students that your journey might not have looked super linear. Maybe you didn't go straight into college right after high school. Maybe you changed and transferred somewhere in your post-secondary journey. Maybe the degree that you attained in college doesn't match what you're doing today. Those are all really important stories for our students to hear as they figure out what comes next for them. After that, we'll move into open question and answer for the remaining time. This is going to be a chance for students to ask you any questions that they might have, as well as for you to just engage in a conversation with the students that are in the room. As a quick reminder, there will be around 20 to 30 students joining each session of your panel. So 20 to 30 in the morning and 20 to 30 in the afternoon. So it'll be a relatively small group. In most cases, all of our career panels will have between 3 to 5 panelists during each session as well. So just a couple of best practices for panels that I'd like to share with you all. The first one is just be authentic. Our students love hearing about the real experiences that you have had to get to where you are today. Share the challenges and successes and learnings that you've had along the way. The second thing is try to ask questions to the students. The more you're able to engage with them, the more they are going to respond. It is difficult sometimes for high school students who you haven't met and who haven't met you to feel comfortable to engage. And so I would really encourage you, when it's appropriate and possible, ask them a question about themselves to really deepen the engagement in the room. Keep it conversational and timely. Students can sometimes disengage if you are giving very long responses. So we ask that typically you're keeping your responses to questions between 2 to 3 minutes because we want students to keep being engaged and to be able to hear from the variety of folks that are in the room. The last thing here is interactive is always best. So I will have a slide template ready for you all that your facilitator will have. But if you have additional pictures, something you want to include on the day that is not a part of that slide deck, please feel free to reach out to me and I am more than happy to accommodate that request. So, you may have some lingering questions. I am hoping that you are able to join us for the optional panel prep for your individual panels sometime in the next 2 weeks. If not, please feel free to drop me a quick email. Here is my contact information. You can give me a call on my cell phone. I am happy to jump on a call with you to answer any questions that you might have. And then just another quick next step, this was emailed out as well. Please take a second to fill out this headshot survey so that I can upload those into your panel decks for the day of the event. Be on the lookout for final logistics in the next couple of weeks. And again, reach out with any questions that you might have. I will just end again in gratitude. We are so appreciative that you are all giving your time to be a part of this event. It's going to be incredible, and we're very excited to see you soon. Thank you so much.